TNC Predator's turn to ban. TNC Predator's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Void incarnate.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predator's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Dark Seer.
Hello, good day everybody. Here we are again, straight into the draft for ESL One Thailand. Fnatic versus TNC Predator. So TNC Predator leading the series by 1-0 against Fnatic, and they pick up their most deadly combo here in TNC Predator's side, IO plus Gyro combo, then following up with Void Spirit and Dark Seer. And while Fnatic picking up Doom, Warlock plus Underlord so that they could face this IO Gyrocopter in the lane with no problems. So Fnatic bans Timbersaw, Venomancer, Batrider, Kunkka, and Centaur, while on TNC Predator's side, Magnus, Tiny, Morphling, Void, Faceless Void, and Grimstroke. So Fnatic's response to TNC Predator's carry would be the Spectre so that he could fend him off in the late game even if they have an IO Gyro lineup. So this might already be a mid lane Doom coming from Fnatic that would be used by Moon so that he could fare up well against the Void Spirit in the mid lane, because we all know that Void Spirit cannot really do that much to the Doom in the laning phase, because with Doom having so much armor and HP regen, his skill spamming wouldn't really be a big deal against the Doombringer. Also, a good thing about Spectre being it against the Dark Seer, it won't really give much offense to the Dark Seer, since Spectre can just spam his daggers and get healed up by Warlock. So last ban of Fnatic would be Death Prophet, and for TNC last ban would be Puck. So for TNC Predator, we are waiting for probably a position 4.
5 seconds remaining.
And for Fnatic, we are also waiting for position 4 as well. So this should be a Doom, mid Doom, an offlane Underlord, a position 5 Warlock, a carry Spectre, then probably a 5 IO, carry Gyro, mid Void Spirit, and then offlane Darkseer. But we did see in the past that Tims played the position for Darkseer, so we might see them go that route again, or will they try to mix it up a bit
TNC
and
Predators
pick
turn
another position for hero? So Fnatic last picks an Earth Spirit. So Earth Spirit is also well known as a good position for a roaming support, or it can
10
even go
seconds remaining.
as a mid lane hero to fight against the Void Spirit,
5
since
seconds
he
remaining.
can do well against the Void Spirit in the laning stage. So we're just like waiting for the last pick of TNC Predator. So will this be their series winning last pick, or will this be will they still give Fnatic a shot this game too? So it would be a tie, so we would head into a game 3. Thank you very much for the 5 viewers that's currently watching. Don't forget to show your love and support by sharing and subscribing to the channel. We're all new here, so all the help we can get would really be appreciated.
You may now select your heroes.
So TNC followed up with a Brewmaster, so this would be an offlane Brewmaster, and yet again a position for Darkseer. And by the way, TNC Predator would be facing Fnatic with not their highest skill, because they would be playing with a stand-in. But he's also a good offlaner as well, such as Ice Ice Ice. It's T1, the legendary Forev. So they're not at their full potential right now. They're still trying to figure out how will they play with each other, since Ice 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 announcement that he will be on the sidelines and will be coming back to play for Fnatic once the DPC season has already started again. So it may take a while for him to come back, but it's a good thing that they were able to pick up another stable offlaner such as Forev. And another new pickup that they have is Raven, uh, formerly TNC, and also but previously he was in Geek Fam. So it's like they're playing with two new members of the team. So it's kind of an adjustment period for them, and this might be a factor also, which is why that they are behind the series by 1-0. They're still trying to figure out their patterns and how they will get along with each other. So here we are in the draft. TNC, Io March, Gabi Gyrocopter, Armel Void Spirit, Tims Darkseer, and KP Brewmaster. While on the side of Fnatic, Jabs Earth Spirit, Raven Spectre, Underlord Forev, Doom Moon, and DJ on the Earth Spirit.
That is what you sound like.
Or DJ on the Warlock. So this would be a position for Warlock. This is also one of the best late game combos. If you pop the Fatal Bonds plus your Haunt, it will deal buttloads of damage together with the Firestorm and the Doom and the Scorched Earth. So all in all, their damage would be through the roof against this squishy IO. So their main target should always be the IO, because an IO, I mean a gyro without an IO is like half a hero. Isn't really considered the best hero as a carry. Hello, good day. This
Much
is
like
John from BO3. I'm trying to get in touch. Okay, done with a little pausing. Something, something. And we're back into the game. So let's just check out their first item. So Earth Spirit. This is a position 5 Earth Spirit, by the way. And I think they would be going for a 3-1-1 at the bottom lane, or maybe this is just to contest the bounty runes at the start.
As we are one of the members of the IAM as well. I would just like to check who should I speak with if I would like to propose.
So the Spectre, Raven has already items queued up. He would be going for Wraith Band, the drums, and a Treads.
30 seconds.
So Tim's trying to go up the high ground, but Jabs intercepts it. Few shots here and there, but it wouldn't really deal that much to take a first blood. So since TNC saw that there are 3 heroes at the bottom lane, they boxed out 4L so that they could get the both of the bounty runs at the top lane. But a little skirmish here in the top lane. Rolling Boulder will KP fall, but he will not.
And then at sign, Q for Quebec, U for Umbrella, O for Oscar, T for Tango, and then number 8.com.
So there it goes. Jabs TPs to the top. So it's just a 2-1-2 setup. But IO Gyro doesn't really do that good against the Underlord, since Underlord will just be spamming his Firestorm again and again and again in the lane so that he could get the most XPs and gold out from the creeps. So Jabs also blocking the top lane here so that March wouldn't be able to pull on his IO. But Jabs also pulling the lane back to his Underlord. But the range creep got away. Oh, it's not a range creep, it's just a melee creep, so it's just fine. But Jabs doesn't have any skills here or any mana to use, so he might die here, I'm not sure. Salve popped once he hit the high ground to sustain a bit HP. March still chasing. He has a mango that he could use to slow down the IO, but they will just back off. And there you see the Firestorm proving wonders here in the top lane for this Underlord. Since Underlord is a very tanky hero, Gyro and Io would have a hard time bringing him down at the top lane. So I think he would really have a free lane. Both Gyro and Underlord will just be farming the lane creeps as the laning stage goes by. Unless we see like a 2 or 3 hero rotation there at the top lane, there wouldn't be any fights going on that way. So Tim's here is just jungling for a bit, trying to make to give more experience and farm to his Brewmaster while the game goes on. Because as we all know, a panda that doesn't really have more levels than the enemy would really have a hard time faring up for the mid game. Ayo trying to pull the lane, but Jabs was able to prevent it from happening. So Moon falling low here in the middle lane, but Armel, the skills are already on cooldown, so I don't think there wouldn't be any kills there at the moment. And there you go. Just a smooth rotation from Jabs in the middle lane, and they were able to secure the first blood, the kill on Armel. There you go. Io's job as a position 5 is to provide healing for the Io and to stack camps for the Gyro so that he could use his flak cannon and get a better footholding for the late game so that he could carry his team later on. Raven leading the last hits and denies charts 26 to 4 since he's just up against a Brewmaster that can't really do anything in the early game yet. So it's just free farming lane, ramp up his gold so that he could get more for the late game later on. So Brewmaster here, he has a lot of rings. He has 4 rings. Ring of Protection, Ring of Regeneration, just so that he could survive the laning stage. So Jab's trying to scout out the plan here of TNC Predator. He already saw that there were a couple of camps stacked, so they might probably contest it for themselves. So Underlord can go there and spam his Firestorm, or even the Doom can even go there so that he could use his Scorched Earth, or maybe they could go together so that they could contest the stacks that Io was making for the Io. Another rotation in the mid lane. Doom committed on the Void Spirit and also the Rolling Boulder to hold him in place. He'll slow down, but the Surge will make him a speedy boy, and they will not be able to kill the Void Spirit in the mid lane, thanks to those 2 supports of TNC. So first Doom was wasted by Fnatic, but at least they tried. 6 mid bounty runes. Armel trying to face up with the aggression here. Will Moon fall? That's the question we have here. Another roll. I think it's the Io who's falling low. The Haunt committed just to kill the Void Spirit. That was well worth it. And there you go. Armel dies another time in the mid lane, even with his supports backing him up. So it seems that things are going well on the side of Fnatic right now, with a 2 kill lead, both coming from the mid lane, and also their carry getting one of those kills. So still leading the net worth and last hit denies charge. It's Spectre with 41-7, also with 1 kill. Already has bracers and a Wraith Band and a Drum of Endurance. So the Django. Warlock still not level 6 yet, so he couldn't really make any plays yet. But once he has, he can try to make a smoke play. But here on TNC's side, they're already trying to contest the stacks that Io has made for the Gyro, since they know that Fnatic already saw this and they might take them for themselves. So this is really the best time to get it. Jabs even took one of the centaurs so that he could get some golden experience for himself. So denying it a bit. The Darkseer pick is actually good against these 4 melee heroes of Fnatic side, since it's almost guaranteed you could always get a multiple hero vacuum into wall combo. Then you can follow it up with a call down, then Void Spirit initiation. And there you go, Tims falls down. Falls in the middle lane together with Jabs and Moon. with Doom and Earth Spirit. So this Earth Spirit is really working wonders for them. With all, I think all of those kills, he was a part of it. Yeah, 3 assists in those 3 kills. But TNC is also showing signs of life in the board. They were able to kill DJ here in the bottom lane with Panda and the Void Spirit. Fnatic supports here are really low level. Since they were the ones, they're prioritizing their roam right now so that they could give their other lanes a better startup. Roll in from jabs. They doomed up the Panda so he wouldn't be able to split. A dagger, it will connect and he will eventually fall. They have their eyes on Tim's right now, stun locked by the rolling boulder, and for now it's a 2-for-1 trade. Earth Spirit falling, but it's a well worth kill since they killed the position 4 and the offlane of TNC Predator. Gabby and March here trying to follow up on the bot lane, but I don't think they would catch up to the Doom. So 10-minute bounty runes. Still 1-for-1. There's still 2 to get for both teams.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And since Fnatic was able to take the tier 1 at the top lane, TNC is now going to the bottom and getting another building of their own at the bottom lane. Roll from jabs, silence. But will he walk away? Yes, Armel will be able to walk away.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And there you go, buildings 1-for-1. Both from each safe lanes. Spectre going for Ayasha, probably would go for a Manta so that he could purge off the slows coming from the Panda and also the gyrocopter from the cooldown, and he can also
Radiant structures are fortified.
remove the stun from the homing missile. And there you go, another initiation onto Moon. Warlock Golem committed onto the gyro. This is a well worth kill if they get it, and they will. So a Warlock Golem committed to kill the IO. Also KP committed a split here in the middle lane, so this is a guaranteed middle tower for Fnatic. Since the gyro is down, TNC can't really fight right now. Roll coming in, doesn't connect onto KP, but the slow does. The gyro has already respawned and he's coming in back to the fight. Jabs rolls out. Will they even catch anybody here on the side of TNC? This is the best thing with if you pick an Underlord. Their deep push is so strong that all you need to do is use one skill, the Firestorm, and the wave will be entirely gone. Free XP, free gold, and the enemy team can't even push. So right now they're just making enough space for their Spectre to rack up some farm, but TNC is already smoked up. Moon trying to go up the high ground here. I think it's 100% chance that he will fall, but he also committed the Doom on the Panda. I'm not sure if that was the right choice to make since there wasn't any follow-up to kill the Panda. Maybe he just wasted the Doom, I don't know, but yeah, they were able to, TNC were able to kill the mid lane of Fnatic here. So 6-3. Doom leading the net worth chart, and Armel spotting out Raven here, but DJ will be the one to fall. It's just like the role of the typical position 5, or in this case position 4 DJ. The sacrificial warlock game. So the Underlord going for a Rod of Athos, so that once he uses the Pit of Malice, he could connect with a Rod of Athos, so that he could provide like almost 3
Dire's middle tower
instances
is under
of
attack.
root with just 1 skill and 1 item. Because if you use the Pit, you would be rooted, and if you use the Rod of Athos within the Pit of Malice, you would be rooted again. Then the Pit of Malice would trigger again while you're still inside the Pit of Malice.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So that's one way of holding down the very slippery Void Spirit for the side of Fnatic. So Raven is just
Radiant's
clearing
top
an
tower
ancient
is under
stack
attack.
with Fatal Bonds and the Firestorm. Right now you could already see the potential of how much damage that combo can do. And that's not even heroes, but if you put it on heroes, it would be much stronger and more effective. KP almost has his Pipe of Insight, just the recipe away. And the Doombringer already has his dagger, so I think this is already the best time for them to fight, since they have Haunt, they have Doom, they have also the Golem that they can work with to kill multiple heroes on the side here of TNC. And there you go, as I called it, they're already smoked up,
Radiant
trying to
are
find the next
scanning.
target. I think they're trying to put their eye on this Gyro. And there you go, the Golem was used. And also the Tomb on the Panther, so he will be able to use his split. And also the Dark Seer falls. While here on the bottom lane, still trying to chase for more. March is in beat up, but he will fall for sure. Fall down used by the Gyrocopter. Still trying to put up a fight here in TNC, even if they're just 2 members left. But yeah, Moon with a dagger follow up, chasing Gabby. Raven with the ultra kill here on his Spectre in just 16 minutes. You could really see Fnatic's prowess here in terms of damage because of the Warlock Golem plus the Fatal Bonds and the Haunt.
Dire's top tower is
It would
under
really
attack.
delete anybody's team,
Radiant's
even
bottom tower is under
how
attack.
tanky you are. So knowing how much magical damage
Dire's middle
TNC
tower
can do,
is under attack.
even the Warlock will build a Glimmer Cape even though they already have a pipe coming their way. The Earth Spirit also has drums because it's also a really good starting item for a support, since it would give you mana regen. But here you go, TNT smoked up and they were able to kill off Jab, since they just saw that he used the rolling boulder, so he wouldn't really have any ways of escaping.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's
TNC
middle
just trying to
tower
make a
is
move on
under
the middle
attack.
lane right now,
Radiant's
and they
middle
just
tower
destroyed
has fallen.
the mid lane tower of Fnatic here.
Hello, yes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think they saw Moon in the trees and he's silenced. Io relocate coming in, even the wall was used. And Moon will probably fall.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Better strategy.
So 18 minutes into the game, leading the network charge is Doom, even if he died, followed up by Spectre. So Spectre already has a Manta style
Dire's
going
bottom
for
tower
Skadi,
is under attack.
so that he could lessen the healing of the IO onto his teammates. And Armel on his Void Spirit, just an easy pickup on DJ on his Warlock, since he doesn't really have anything to do
Dire's
if
bottom
the
tower is under
Void
attack.
Spirit dives him, since
Dire are scanning.
the Void Spirit already has an Orchid. Maybe once he has his Glimmer Cape, he could try somewhat of a play so that he could escape. So Brewmaster already has his pipe, so this could help them
Radiant are scanning.
against the magic damage that Fnatic can provide. But they're already smoked up here, trying to go up the high ground, maybe trying to find a possible kill, since they already have all skills available on cooldown.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll call back tomorrow then.
They have Haunt, they have Doom, Moon's Smoke Pop. I'm not sure if they know about this. Oops, they saw the IO and they saw the Tyra Haunt coming in, the Doom and also the Warlock Golem coming in. It's an easy 2-hero pickup from the side of Fnatic. Also to connect with the 20-minute bounty run. So they kill off the IO together with the Gyro,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
using all of their skills, all of their ultimates. Yeah. But even if they do, it's really worth it, since they were able to get the bounties for the bottom side of the map as well. So it's just aligning objectives to one another. Underlord also has his pipe ready. So will they defend this top tower? Gyro, the IO and Gyro has a relocate available, so I'm not sure if this is a good play since they don't have their skills anymore. Split committed, also the wall committed. All down, Gyro and the IO is already here. I'm not really sure that this is the fight to take for
Radiant's top
Fnatic,
tower
but they're
is
already
under
trying to exit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is fallen. Dire's bottom tower
TNC's and identifying that there's no really skills on the side of Fnatic.
is bottom tower.
So this is really the best time for them to take a Roshan fight right now. But Fnatic wouldn't really give this out so easily. So here they are trying to prove their worth, but they're still a bit short. TNC was able to secure the Aegis onto Gabi, a wall committed, and also the magnetized plus fatal bonds. So Aegis has already been gone, and still trying to chase here is Fnatic. Gabi falling low and he will die. So it's like they just wasted their Aegis right there. So it's like 5 members on the side of TNC.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They tried to get the Aegis, but it wasn't really that much worth.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
But it's but it was really a risk they were most likely and most willing to take, since if they didn't get the Aegis, Fnatic will, and that would make their lives more harder, since they can't really even fight up against Fnatic 5v5 without the Aegis. So with them having the Aegis, they will surely lose. So I think that was a good play for TNC, but it really didn't go the way they expected it to be.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Underlord going for Lotus Orb so that he could also remove the debuffs and remove um, send back the some of the skills that TNC would be using. Panda being locked down here, silenced, and he will fall. They didn't even use the Doom because the silence from the Earth Spirit was enough. The Haunt was also committed since their offlaner of TNC, the Brewmaster, is a really crucial hero for TNC. They cannot really fight without the Brewmaster because I think their role for the Brewmaster is he could stun one, he could lift one up in the air on the side of Fnatic side so that TNC wouldn't really be fighting against 5 heroes, so they will just be fighting against 4 heroes in a team fight. I think the best hero that he could lift up is maybe the Spectre or the Underlord so that he wouldn't provide any much damage to their team while TNC picks off Fnatic supports and their Doombringer. Because Spec is only strong if he's together with his teammates, but a Spectre that's alone isn't really that much of a threat.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I really like this Spectre's item choice. Since they are up against an Io and the Gyro, he picked up an Eye of Skadi, which reduces health regeneration and reduces healing as a whole. So the Io Gyro combo is not that big of a deal anymore. The healing that Io can bring has already lessened like tenfold. And you are right, Jabs. There is nothing that can stop this man right now. The score is 18-9, and Fnatic is already knocking on Fnatic's doorstep here on their tier 3 towers. So Io is still dead. 3 seconds before he can respond. The wall already committed. Trying to defend here. 4-man golem here with the Haunt together with the Fatal Bond. The damage is already through the roof, but TNC is still trying to defend. Since this is their base, they're trying their best to defend. Moon already popped his BKB and this is their exit. They can't really do anything about that exit route. If this Underlord uses this Dark Rift, they don't really have anything to stop it. They don't have like an X mark like a Kunkka. They don't have like a multiple force staffs to force staff them out of that circle. So they were able to provide decent damage on their tier 3 at the bottom lane, but it was a well worth trade even if the Earth Spirit died. And there we go. TNC, knowing that Fnatic skills are already on cooldown from their last fight, there they go for a smoke gank here. But they still have a Haunt. There it is, committed. March will fall on the Io. Jabs still trying to pursue, heading the March here. Tims will probably get caught, but 2 seconds till the cooldown of his surge. Will he get out? And no, he will not. So godlike for Raven. 2 minutes till the next Roche will be up. Tier 3 items beginning to spawn. Let's do an item check for TNC. Gyrocopter already has BKB and Aghanims, but he really needs 2 more items maybe so that he could fight against this Fnatic lineup, because right now his damage that he's dealing is just from the cooldown, not really from his right clicks. A Void Spirit has just Orchid and Lincoln Sphere going for a BKB. He could use this Lincoln Sphere to put on his Gyro or the Panda, since the Panda is the main target for the Doom right now. And the others, Darkseer has a Greaves going for Glimmer Cape, and Io has a Glimmer Cape. He couldn't really go for a mecha this game since Darkseer already bought the Guardian Greaves, because if he would be the one to buy the Guardian Greaves, it would really take time since he's just an IO. Warlock Chaotic Offering will be up in 5 seconds, so this is really the best time for Fnatic to fight. And Armel falls. Just that easy, because he doesn't really have a BKB, he just has a Linkens. And he doesn't also have a Yulz. So if he gets rooted up by the Underlord, he's as good as dead already. Double kill for DJ here in the bottom lane. Io and Gyro trying to chase the Doombringer here, but they don't have that much damage and they're just relocated out. So no Void Spirit, no Dark Seer, and no Wall. So I think it's time for them to fight. And Io, another casualty here. The Rock Golem also committed onto the Brewmaster solo. And I think that's worth it since nobody has potential for them to fight right now, so this base race on the mid lane would really be for sure taken down. So it's beginning to look like that we are going to be heading to a game 3, since it's the probability of Fnatic winning is already like 100%, since Gyro doesn't really have any potential of farming and coming back into this game. Because the hard thing for Gyro is once you are delayed and once you are gapped from the enemy's carries, it's very hard to make a comeback. Gyro is already queuing up a Divine Rapier for his next item, since he really needs damage so that he could kill the heroes of Fnatic here. The cooldown and the flak cannon with the damage he's dealing right now isn't really enough to take down anybody. Maybe the best that he can pick off is the Warlock, but once he uses his skill, he can already die. Just Fatal Bonds and Rock, then he's already willing to give up his life, since he already did his part. So another Doom committed on the Panda.
Dire's top tower is under
And he's
attack.
dead. Even DJ has a Dagon. Dagon 1. Ready for DJ,
Dire's top tower
just to
is under
provide
attack.
a bit of burst damage on their side. Because it's also good together with his Fatal Bond, since
Dire's
it's
middle
like
tower
you're
is under
doing
attack.
damage to 5 heroes if you use it on a hero that has Fatal Bonds. Spectre already has an Abyssal Blade ready. So once he sticks to a target, I'm not sure if he will see the light of day anymore, especially if he targets the IO. So Doom already has an Aghanim Scepter. This will upgrade his Infernal Braid, increasing the stun duration, and will now have a break ability. But the break isn't really that big in this game, because the only hero who has a passive skill, actually it's nobody has a passive skill on the side of TNC, but it's good against
Radiant
high
structures
HP
are
heroes
fortified.
like Gyrocopter and Brewmaster. So smoked up, ready to fight. Here's Fnatic. They have Haunt, they have the Chaotic Offering, and they also have the Doom. Here we go. So March straight up dead with one Haunt. The Golem connected onto 2 heroes, but KP was able to split.
Dire's top
Gabby here on the sidelines trying to deal as much damage as he can with his right clicks, but it's not really enough to bring down anybody on the side of Fnatic right now. Darkseer already bought back, but with no IO, as I said. An IO, a gyro without an IO is really half of a hero.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So it's not really that threatening. There you go, Abyssal Blade onto KP and he falls. He bought back, but he doesn't really have split anymore, so he doesn't have that much of an impact right now. Doom connected, used on the Void Spirit since he doesn't have the Lincoln Spear anymore. Cheesed up. Moon cheesed up, and they were able to kill Spectre, but that's just ruining his Aegis. No more Aegis, and they're still trying to push. TNC is still trying to put up a fight, but it's not really looking well for them. Multiple bodies across the floor, one by one falling, and I think it's already time to call GG. And there they go. 19-0 on the Spectre. 34 minutes. So we are going to a game 3. So series tied 1-1, Fnatic and TNC Predator. We will be having a game 3. This game clearly shows that Fnatic already has an answer if TNC Predators early picks the IO and Gyro. So this combo of theirs was really fatal against the IO and Gyro because with just one haunt, the IO is already dead. So in a few minutes, we would go back to game 3 of TNC versus Fnatic.
Fnatic's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC Predator's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Here we go, Game 3 for ESL One Thailand 2020, powered by Intel. TNC Predator versus Fnatic. The series is tied. This is a Game 3. So it seems like the TNC Predator is taking a page out of Fnatic's book, taking Warlock plus Spectre plus Rubik and plus a Legion Commander. So the Fatal Bond's damage will really be through the roof with the Fade Bolt, with the overwhelming odds, and the Hunt coming out from Spectre. So they can even pick a mid laner for TNC that also has an AoE wide damage, so that it would also connect well with the Warlock. Meanwhile, on the side of Fnatic, it seems that they would be going a faster paced game. Not like earlier, they went for Tiny Grimstroke, Underlord, and a Void Spirit. So we are waiting for the carry for Fnatic, and for TNC, we are waiting for their mid lane of their choice. So the Doom is banned, the Magnus is banned, Queen of Pain, and Batrider and Kunkka is also banned. So Fnatic's mid lane hero could be, what are Moon's picks? Like a Puck to hold the Spectre down. Also the Legion Commander. The silences are also good against the Warlock and the Rubik. This is a Raven carry, so yeah, they would go for Slark, since Slark can really deal with the Spectre, since even if how tanky Spectre is, Slark will just gobble up all the agility that he can gain from hitting the Spectre, that body bag. Also the Legion Commander, it fares well against the Legion Commander in the lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Also good for Inkswell plus Pounce combo for Grimstroke and Slark on the safe lane. And TNC, what they're missing right now is their mid lane. So most of Armel's picks right now is really banned. But I think the best choice really for Armel this game is really a Puck, since you can hold the Slark down, you can hold the Void Spirit, and also their supports. The silence is also a good factor. The Slark can purge the silence, but
Choose your hero.
you could really see it coming a mile away. So TNC picks up the Invoker instead, since it has a very decent lane against the Void Spirit, and if you prefer a Quas-Wex type of an Invoker, you can easily shut down if you roam the side lanes, especially this hefty Underlord and also their supports. But since they have a Legion Commander, I think it would be a good route to go an Exort type, so that all they can do is just duel somebody, then burst him down with a Sunstrike. But let's see how this game plays out. So let's introduce their teams and their picks. So Fnatic, Raven, Slark, Moon, Void Spirit, Forev, Underlord, DJ, Grimstroke, Jabs, Tiny. And for the side of TNC Predator, Armel, Invoker, Tim's, Rubik, KP, Legion Commander, Gabi, Spectre, and March on his Warlock. This is like a 50-50 Rubik game because you do not really have that good spells to steal against. Maybe the best thing that you could get is the Aether Remnant or the Firestorm. Also the Avalanche, but after that, that's it.
Такая халява.
Just happened.
Probably Soul Ring or 2 Bracers. So one to block the camp. Magic Stick. No. Buyback has a cooldown of 8 minutes. Illusions and creeps will not dispel smoke of deceits, only enemy heroes and towers will.
This is MS
You do not need to
Party
destroy the enemy team's barracks to damage the towers near their ancient. Destroying barracks is optional.
My name is John. John. Code 8.
There's like a smoke effect on this Legion Commander.
This call as I saw your company's
Wow.
I am
Such a
director
beautiful
and
skin
I would like to check if I could speak to someone
weapon.
from your company.
Look at how many duels won. 2,589 duels won.
So what we do is we supply leads, or we provide leads to movie companies. I would just like to check if you are interested.
What is Moon doing down there? Ayosian Pulse.
Yeah,
May
sure.
sariling build
What's
para
your
sa
email
love team.
address? The best email address where I can send some information.
30 seconds to battle.
Info at MS P for Papa. Group. .id. Okay. And is it okay if I also ask for your first name so at least I can address the email to you?
The battle begins.
Thank you, Sebastian. Have a great day.
Okay, so for the bounty rune, seems like it's just 2 for 2. Nobody getting in the lead right now. Or wait, yeah, it's 3 for 1. 3 for 1, yeah. 3 on the side of Fnatic and 1 for TNC. Tiny and Warlock trying to man fight each other from one position 5 to another. But it seems like March is winning since he has Shadow Word. And they just TP together. So I think this Spectre will have not that hard but also not that good of a lane since he's against the Underlord. Underlord, yeah, again, he will just be spamming this Firestorm again and again onto the creep wave. And since Gabi on his Spectre is a melee hero, in order for him to get CS or creeps in this game, he needs to get close to the enemy creeps. And if he does, he will be damaged by the Firestorm. So, and yeah, there I said it. Inkswell plus Pounds combo. Will this be enough to kill off KP? And there you go, first blood for the side of Fnatic, and DJ claims the kill. So in just 1 minute and 30 seconds, the Slark already has won. Or he doesn't, yeah, he doesn't. I think he put Pounds first before the Essence shift, just to ensure the kill. So no matter what, a kill is a kill, even if you didn't get stacks. The most important part is you got gold and XP in the laning phase, which will propel you for the leave even further. So I think, yeah, this is a Quas Wex Invoker that would probably go for an earn maybe, or let's just see how everything goes. DJ just trying to pull creeps here on the back so that he could give a free lane to the Slark. Oops. We're just trading blow for blow. So leading the last hits and denies would be this Void Spirit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Oh, the courier will die.
Dire's courier has been killed.
But will Armel pay with his life for it? No, he will not. Avalanche still ready for jabs, but it's not really enough to connect with anything. So we'll probably just save it for later. So we're getting ready for the 4-minute power runes. Where would it spawn? It spawned at the bottom side of the map.
Radiant's courier has been
It's
killed.
double damage. So it's a free bottle refill for Moon, since an Invoker doesn't really get a bottle anyway. So Boots Windlace on the Tiny so that he could travel the map hastily so that he could get more kills. On the mid lane, Tornado committed onto Armel, the toss back from Moon. And will Armel fall? Is the DD enough? No, it's not. I think it was, but maybe Moon has a different plan for himself. Because sometimes it's better to leave the enemy alive but with low health so that he couldn't be able to trade anymore. So somebody will TP mid, yeah, the Tiny will, so that he could refill the Void Spirit's bottle up to full so that he could regen his mana and a little bit of HP
Radiant structures are fortified.
against these two heroes, Rubik and Invoker in the mid lane. So here we go, Grimstroke and Tiny coming from behind to flank the enemies. Who will they kill? I think it was a mistake since he tossed up the Void Spirit instead of the Invoker, but they were still able to manage to kill off Armel on his Invoker. Job still not letting go of this mid lane, still trying to get more out of this gank. The one kill wasn't enough for him, so he wants one more. KP sticking around the jungle, maybe trying to spot out some stacks if there are any.
Hello.
Not sure where he's going though,
Hi,
he's
good
just
day.
trying
This
to
is
walk
John from
across the map.
Motivate. I'm looking for City
And maybe he's
Bond
just trying
with
to check if there are stacks lying about, since the Tiny and the
Okay.
Grimstroke are not
When
showing
will
on the
he
map.
be coming back? If you don't mind me asking. Next week. Ah, I see. And the end of next week. Okay. Probably.
So Moon is here at the bottom lane, maybe trying to get a taste of some action here with the Spectre. So Jobs is just trying to soak up the XP here at mid lane, so that there is no wasted XP.
With our company. We are also a member of the IAM. What we do
And here we go, the dive is coming in. Moon still trying to be a little bit more patient before he comes in for the kill.
like to check if the company might be interested.
There you go, here he comes. And Gabi, I think he will fall a few more hits, and the Astral Step will do the job. And March also falling low, and he will be another casualty to the hands of Moon. So currently in 8 minutes, it's already 4-0.
Leads worldwide because we pay marketing services
Dire's middle tower is
for
under
our
attack.
website.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
March committed onto Jabs, but do they see him though?
Send you an email.
No, they do not. They do not have any detection
I can definitely send that.
to see that.
And is it the best
And another one. They're trying to kill off Gabi again. Will he fall? A few more hits, and he does. He just respawned, and now he's dead again. DJ trying to slip away from the hands of March. Oh my god, he was able to juke March. Astral Step. He sees him under the ward, and I think Armel will fall. The Cold Snap, will it do the trick? And it will.
Angela? Thank you, Angela.
The few magic stick charges and the Cold Snap
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
paved the way for him to escape. And there you go, another bottle refill for Moon in the middle lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gabi still level 6, he's third on the net worth charts, but just a few hundred gold away from Fnatic's carry, which is Lark.
Is under attack.
Yeah, they are aiming for much faster game than last
bottom
game.
tower has fallen. Dire's
So
top
trying to
tower is under
apply
attack.
pressure
Hello,
all over the map.
this is John from Code 8.
And Tims, I see you. And there you go. I think Tims will fall again. So currently 6-0. 10 minutes into the game. While this Tiny is getting closer and closer to his Blink Dagger. While they make a lot of moves on the map. Armel here has 2 null talisman and already also an urn. Going for a spirit vessel later. It's good for an invoker's mana regen and also to proc his cold snap later on. Will we be seeing a smoke or not? Jabs here, spotting out KP, the toss, but it wouldn't be enough. Armel backing up KP, will the duel be enough? Will they duel him? And there you go, the duel, and it's their first victory and their first kill on the scoreboard for TNC Predator. So 1-6, the Inkswell plus Astral Step combo will kill this invoker. They're still trying to go for more. Gabi is ripe for the picking, but it's not enough. They do not have the speed nor the skills to catch up to the Spectre. How much gold away is the Tiny from getting his blink? He's like 1,400 away from getting his blink dagger. Once he gets that blink dagger, I think more kills will be available for Fnatic for the taking. Here in the bottom lane, Haunt connected. Jabs was killed. Using the Haunt just at the right time, but they were not able to kill off the Underlord. So another kill coming from the side of Fnatic. So I think it's already their window of opportunity to make some kills, since they already have the duel. Mid Invoker is already at a good level.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Void Spirit is almost to his Eul Scepter. That will also be a great way for them to hold TNC's heroes in place, especially to use it together with the Aether Remnant. So Eul's plus Aether Remnant combo. They could follow it up with a Pounce or an Inkswell or Avalanche Toss, and even the Pit of Malice. So they have a lot of control for the side of Fnatic. It's like all of their heroes have somewhat of a stun or a hold in some sort.
Dire on scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under
So
attack.
TNC still has their chaotic offering to be used. I think they haven't used it this game yet, so maybe once they have Haunt again ready. Smoke here broken by the Void Spirit, and he was able to evade the tornado. Will duel be used? Duel onto the Void Spirit, but it's not enough to take him down. Nobody won the duel. Who will be the first to fall? It's the Underlord. Raven is already here to fight. Tims will be the first casualty, second casualty for the side of TNC. So 2-for-1 trade, an off lane for an off lane, and a position 4 for the side of TNC. So a fight in favor of Fnatic. Yeah, the more kills and the more fights they win, Fnatic will be, or Jabs will be closer to getting his Blink Dagger already. So like 1,000 gold away. Just a few more minutes, maybe 2 to 3 more minutes away from getting his Blink Dagger. And another smoke gank coming here from Fnatic, from Slark and Grimstroke. Okay, they saw March, and I think March will be the one to tank up this smoke initiation. And another permanent agility for this Slark. 15 minutes bounty runes, they went for the play. Haunt was committed, was used onto Killing Moon, and also to connect the kill on the Grimstroke. They're still trying to find more Jabs, falling at 50%, but the Dark Rift to take them out, and yeah, the Dark Rift took them out while killing the Rubik in the process. Jabs turning back, will he be clipped by the tornado? Yes, he will, but it's not enough to kill him. But KP, with the overwhelming odds, secures the kill on the Tiny. Slark already has an Echo Saber. It seems like he's going straight for a Silver Edge, since Silver Edge really counters out the Spectre, since you would be applying a break mechanic to him to cancel out his Disperse and his Desolate. So Spectre is only strong because of his Dispersion and his Desolate. So removing that out of the equation will make him pretty much weak against the Slark, especially Slark will be ramping up his stacks against the Spectre if the He-Man fights everybody.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Invoker
attack.
almost has his Spirit Vessel ready, just 50 more gold.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Raven and DJ trying to plan something here, but he gets body blocked by the creeps.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Efforts
attack.
wasted there.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
$200 gold away from getting his Blink Dagger here on Tiny. I think after this wave, he will already get his Blink Dagger. Then he already has a smoke in his inventory. So he could use that to connect with his newly
Radiant's
found
courier has
dagger.
been
So that would be his dagger
Dire
reveal.
are scanning.
Rubik will go for a mechanism, since the Legion Commander cannot go for a mechanism this game, since he will be prioritizing his blink and probably a pipe maybe, while Warlock will be going for a 4-staff, so that if Fnatic, the Slark, could get somebody with his pounce, he could just 4-staff his teammates or himself out of that pounce to secure them to safety. 18-minute power runes.
Radiant's
Regeneration
bottom tower
spawned
is
at the
under
bottom
attack.
side of the map. Void Spirit going straight for BKB. And there is Smoke and Blink ready. I think it's their time to fight right now. Yeah, they're already Smoke. Trying to initiate it on the Rubik. This is just an easy pickup, an easy stack for this Slark to get. How many agilities has he gotten? He already has 3 permanent agility. It will just get more and more as the minute goes by. The more they get kills.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Spectre going the same route that
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Raven did earlier.
Radiant's
After
bottom
Drums,
tower is
Manta,
falling.
then Satanic.
Dire's top tower is under
Jab
attack.
smoked up, has a blink ready, trying to kill off March. And he's silenced, he can't even use his golem to defend himself. Yeah, just the usual position 5 warlock things. Sacrificial position 5. Raving, pulling out a sneaky one out of the bag, trying to get an outpost out of TNC in 19 minutes. So, will TNC
Dire's top tower
make a
is under
response
attack.
and get another outpost, or will they just let Fnatic take an outpost lead?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Duel coming out to the Underlord, toss back from the Tiny, also connected with the Warlock Golem. The Underlord falls, and I think it's the first duel one, or the second duel one for the Legion Commander, still trying to fight. The Void Spirit falling low, trying to bottle himself up, but it's not enough. Jab's on the run right now, dagger out, but Gabi was able to use his Spectral Dagger to catch up to him. Tornado, will it clip him? Yes, it will. Tim's already ready for the lift, and he will fall. So there you go. The first team fight that TNC was able to win, was able to secure.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
In this 20 minutes game. So it's like a so-so victory. They were able to win the fight, but they were not able to take an outpost. And I think it is a win if they are able to take this middle tower. But since already 3 heroes here on the side of Fnatic are piling up, I think they're not able to take the tower. Fnatic's Raven, Silver Edge ready. Who will he go on? He will go on Armel. Pit of Malice does not connect, the silence will, and the toss will seal the deal. While on the other side of the map, Moon kills off Tim's on his Rubik. One step closer to his BKB already, just like 800 or 900 gold away. So Fnatic just warding. The Fnatic's TNC's triangle here, so that if TNC tries to deny those wards, they could try to go for another kill.
Radiant's courier
I think
has
that
been
was a
killed.
mistake. A Spectre's courier was out in the open, ready for Raven to take out.
For September 5 to 6, because you mentioned that
So all of the skills are ready for TNC for their disposal. That's why they're already smoking up, trying to find a duel.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, they saw a courier, meaning to say they know that Fnatic are on that side of the map. They're not trying to go there right now. But their smoke is about to expire, and there you go, it expired. Wards already being placed by March, so they saw where Slark is. And Tims will be the one to fall. The Haunt coming out together with the Soulbind plus double toss action. Armel being caught by the pounce. The Dark Rift also popped. And they cancel the Dark Rift. So another team fight won for the side of Fnatic, and the stacks are beginning to pile up. He already has 7 permanent agility. In the last fight he just had 4, so I think he got 3 this fight. So if the pace of the game continues like this, I think Fnatic will also take the win this game. Forev is like 200 gold away from his Lotus Orb. This is a really a very early Lotus Orb timing for the side of the Underlord, since TNC has a lot of single targeted skills like the Spectral Dagger, the Cold Snap, the Lift, the Fade Bolt, and also the Fatal Band. So this Lotus Orb pickup will be crucial for the side of Fnatic.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
KP has a duel ready.
Radiant's top tower
Very
is
nice Pit of Malice for the side of Forev. He anticipated that KP on his Legion Commander will blink, so he laid out a Pit of Malice right where he's at. And he will be the one to fall instead in another stack of agility, going for the Slark. So it's now it's 9 permanent agility in the last 2 minutes. So once he got this Silver Edge ready, kill after kill, gank after gank, that's the play of the Fnatic right now. While Spectre on the other hand, 1,000 gold away from his Skadi. This will make him a bit tankier, and this will also provide like a team-wide spirit vessel in a way, because he has the Skadi, and once he haunts, he will be able to hit all of the targets of Fnatic. Toss back coming out again, and Tims will die yet again, or will he? Moon will not let him get away. Slip and slide. Just to kill the tip. Just to kill that Rubik. Another toss back here. Toss plus the Pit of Malice. But a 3-man Chaotic Offering plus the Fatal Bands and the Haunt. Will it be enough to kill off the heroes here of Fnatic? They were able to get the Grim Stroke, but I think that's it. One by one, TNC's heroes are starting to fall. So Rubik, Invoker, and the Legion Commander died one by one to the hands of the Slark. And also March. So stacks plenty for the Slark again.
Yes.
Going for a Skadi of his own. So 25 to 11, Fnatic leading the scoreboard and also the net worth charts, leading with 11k net worth lead.
Once you cancel this, we will refund the money to the sponsor. If that is okay with you.
Hello.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
And another initiation here onto KP. KP is just their favorite target right now. Just toss back, then Aether Remnant, then Pit of Malice. They can't really get away. They don't have any BKBs. They don't have any saves from their teammates. So once you get caught by the toss, you could already let go of your keyboard because you're dead. So 28 minutes in, first Roshan of the game, trying to be taken by Fnatic.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
And there you go, a secured Aegis advantage for the Slark. So in these past few fights, they were not even able to kill the Slark. So since he already has an Aegis at his disposal, it would be even harder for TNC to fight. So they shouldn't bring him down once, it should be twice in order for them to win a team fight.
So I already spoke with the property and they advised me to
Moon
contact them again.
invisibility ready here. I think he saw KP,
They're waiting for their management.
and
Call you in.
will he spot another hero here? He was able to spot Armel, Aether Remnant, into the Resonant Pulse. Duel being used on Moon, and he was able to fall using the Blade Mail. Haunt was committed, but they still have the Chaotic Offering. Armel trying to be caught. He was seen by the Pit of Malice. He will die eventually to the Firestorm. So I think that was a 1-for-1 trade. Mid laner for a mid laner. But yeah, Fnatic still here in the upper hand since they have an 11,000 gold lead. Plus with the Aegis advantage. They saw Raven there. And he also knew that they saw him since they have a ward there. Raven trying to chase Gabi here, but it won't be enough. They will just settle for the tower here, the top lane, if they could, but the creeps are so far away, so he will just cut the creep wave instead.
Pero bago buwan niya
Hindi, feeling ko ano yan.
buyer's remorse.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Di parang ay parang wag na lang eh.
Hindi, feeling ko ano yan.
So March was just on a warding mission, but he was spotted out
Dire's structures
by the
are
team of
fortified.
Fnatic here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower
Also, one of the better
Radiant's
skills
middle
to be
tower has fallen.
stolen by Rubik is the Firestorm, since it's really easy to farm camps and defend lanes if you have a Fade Bolt plus the Firestorm. LC was getting ready for a duel, but he got scared with a bit of malice. Slark's next item of choice is an MKB. Because BKB wouldn't really do him any good this game. I think that was a mistake from Moon. He used himself instead of the Spectre. That's why he was able to get away. Ops, juking in the trees 2 seconds before his Spectral Dagger, and
Is under attack.
the slippery Spectre gets away. But Spectre, on the other hand, really needs a BKB, since the magic damage from Fnatic is really high. It's able to kill him in one go.
Dire are scanning.
And Tims will be yet again the suicidal lamb for the side of TNC, and another stack going for the side of this Lark. Currently, he already has 12
Top tower is under attack.
permanent agility, most of it coming from the Legion Commander, the Rubik, and the Warlock.
Lumabas na rin sila kasi baka magkagulo na.
Kasi ano siya?
Baka sumama na yung mga lalaki. Ano, yung mga kuyog na. Tapos, lumabas na daw si Teeta. Sabi niya,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
di ba na, nagsakot ka na, nagpasa rito. Napailin mo na daw si Teeta. Di parang din kasi kay Tee, ang ano rin niya, kaya daw sa umitin na gano'n, yung kwento lang niya. Kasi syempre, ano namang iba ba? Mga gano'n, tapos sa Sabado, pag-uusapan nila yun. Hot seat yan si Bati.
So Spectre changed his mind. He's not going for a BKB, he's going for a Basher, but he changed it again. So he is really going for a BKB. I think his team is trying to talk him out of getting a BKB.
Safe lang siya. Oo, gano'n. Hindi mo, yun lang.
Because Fnatic skills are really very potent. You have Toss, Avalanche, you have the Inkswell, you have the Pit of Malice, you have the Pounce, you have the Resonant Pulses, the Astral Step. So if you really do not have a BKB, even a Spectre that has a very high HP will really collapse. Ooh, they saw Armel, but will he be able to make it out? Juking into the trees, and yeah. Also, KP is here hiding in the trees. They're just trying to maybe cut the wave so that they cannot.
Tapos hindi nangyari sa atin na gano'n. It's siya yung ano, pwedeng ano, weakness na. Kasi parang labas ako dyan, gumanon. Ano mararamdaman mo? Diba? Hindi ikaw, JC ah. Ano sa kaloob mo? Oo. Gets ko rin yung point, pero tang ina naman.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Bakit ninawin niya ako?
They're even using the repair kit
Is under attack. Dire's bottom
to somehow prolong the push of Fnatic here on the top lane. Because that's their last outer tower, aside from their tier 3s. If that falls, their TNC's base is really open.
Radiant are scanning.
It's like their last line of defense for their outer towers, the top lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ano ba yung nangyari?
Di ba nga, nawawala ng sa 1,000. Hindi ko alam kung nagas ba or bakit?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Toss, Avalanche, and the Warlock is dead. No buyback. He didn't even have time to use his Warlock Golem, but the Cataclysm was able to kill the Tiny in quick succession. So he bought back, still trying to fight, but they couldn't really save this tier 2 tower. So 10 seconds till the Warlock responds, so this might be their window so that they could fight. But they do not have Cataclysm anymore. They do not have Haunt. So let's see what TNC can do. I think this would be their last fight. If they lose this fight, then it's already game for them. Jabs and Forev slowed by the upheaval, and I think Jabs will fall. Pit of Malice holding 3 heroes into place. The Deafening Blast from the Invoker slows this Underlord. Gabi still trying to tickle this Underlord, but the duel will be enough, and KP will win the duel and gaining him a few damage along the way. So that was kind of a successful defense from the side of TNC. Their tier 3 did not fall, and I think TNC will try to go for a Roshan since the Underlord and the Tiny is dead. But I think it would be best if the Underlord would buy back maybe. Yeah, there he is. He already bought back. It's time to fight another day. TNC still has their golem available.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Duel onto the Void Spirit plus the Cataclysm. And Moon buys back. They cannot really afford to give this Aegis away to the side of TNC. From a 15k lead, now it's already 4k lead. The buyback's still going on. Grimstroke buys back. The Chaotic Offering plus the Fatal Bonds really doing work here on the side of Fnatic. BKB popped from the side of Spectre, and they back off. So no Chaotic Offering, no Cataclysm. Buybacks have been used. 3 buybacks have been used from the side of Fnatic. I think they need to kill one more here on the side of TNC so that they could secure the Roshan for their own. Armel here being caught by the toss Avalanche, Pit of Malice, but 4 stops saves the day. Duel. Will it be used? So duel was used on this Slark just to save March. However, the Slark will end up dead here on the side of the triangle. Still trying to chase for more. If they kill Forev, this will be a dieback. Slark already bought back for this fight, trying to get this Spectre. BKB used, but he will fall. No buyback, so it's their Aegis. I think that's enough fighting for now. It's time to get the Aegis. But they are still trying to catch this Rubik. Another stack for the Slark. So 4 buybacks was committed in total for the side of Fnatic, just so that they could secure this Aegis.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Because they cannot really afford to give TNC an opening for a comeback, because if TNC gets this Aegis, then they will have an Aegis advantage against Fnatic, which they will have a hard time killing this Spectre since it's already scaling to the late game. The Spectre already has four core items that he could use.
Fallen to the dire.
Non-refundable yung booking. Pero, tatawagan ko ngayon si hotel to advise them yung consent ko nila na hindi ko naman kayo makalis kasi nga ako. So, tawagan ko muna sila ma'am. Ikaw muna kita for 5 to 10 minutes or maybe more than that.
Pitiful joys do not harm me.
So Raven on his Lark is not leaving it to chance anymore. He will just buy a BKB instead so that he would have a more secure footing against the side of TNC's heroes. But the bad thing is about buying a BKB this fight, you have the Warlock Golem that goes through BKB, also the Duel and the Cataclysm. So the only thing that you're preventing is like the magic damage from the Fatal Bonds, from the Lift of the Rubik, and the other magical skills and items that TNC has. But just to ensure their victory, he just picked up a BKB. Invoker already has an Aghanims, a BKB, and a Spirit Vessel, and would be going for an Octarine next. While Void Spirit, on the other hand, has a Spell Prism plus going for an Octarine, so that his skills would really be always available. Slark also has Ninja Gear plus agility plus, so that means plus damage and plus armor plus the movement speed, so he would always have his ultimate active, because if you're not spotted by anyone on the enemy side, you would have your regen going. So with just one press of a button, not even need to use your ulti, you could proc your regeneration. Fnatic still has no plans of climbing up the high ground of TNC for now. It's already 43 minutes. Maybe they're still trying to get a pick off first before they do, so that they would be fighting TNC at a disadvantage. Slark doesn't have any detection. Does Tiny have? Tiny has a dust, but I think that's not enough.
Perfect. So yeah, I'll be sending you an email, just a brief background and of our company and how we can filter the lead to make sure that it will be a lead that you
Gabi already has an Abyssal, plus the illusion escape, so his illusions from Haunt would be stronger, and from his Manta style.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Consuelo. Have a great
Moon
day.
already has his Octarine plus his Spell Prism. He also got the minus 5.5 Astral Step Charge Restore Time, so the cooldown of this Astral Step will be so low. Also this Resonant Pulse. Haunt committed. Who did he go on? He went on the Tiny, but he's still trying to use Reality a couple of more times. BKB already expired. Will the Pit of Malice connect? No, it will not. So TNC on the run right now. Haunt used just to escape. So for their next team fight, they do not have Haunt. But they do have their Duel, their Cataclysm, plus their Fatal Bonds and the Chaotic Offering. So one hell of a combo at TNC's disposal. That might turn the tides of this fight, but we shall see if they can execute that properly. Because execution is just a problem for TNC. They have a one button death combo here that they can use, but the Aegis is still available here for Slark. So they should just time the skills perfectly in order for them to gain an upper hand in the next team fight. So this Void Spirit bottled up the double damage so that he could use it for later, but he just want to use it now.
Request for a cancellation.
So this late game is turning out to be slow and steady, still trying to
Price will be
farm out the map. Maybe they're trying to wait for their buybacks before they engage, just to be on the safe side. Because even if you have an Aegis, his entire team doesn't have buybacks. So it's better to wait for it than to deal with the consequences later. So let's check their buyback statuses. Only the Rubik and the Grimstroke has buybacks.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'll just call it into or maybe drop an email. Can you give me the email address?
I think they know this is fake, since they know that this Spectre has an illusionist cape. So Slark has an Abyssal, or is making his way to his Abyssal, but Slark already has, Spectre already has his Abyssal. KP already popped his Blade Mail, was trying to find an opening to enter with a duel to get onto Moon. And Void Spirit already has Lincoln Sphere queued up so that he wouldn't be the one to always catch the duel. So earlier when TNC fought a team fight due to the multiple buybacks that Fnatic made, they were already at a 4k net worth deficit, but now it's again back to 17,000. So as the game goes by, the net worth lead will just get bigger and bigger. I think they spotted out Tim's. Here we go. Will we fight? Will we see another fight here? Duel, the toss back, the cataclysm being used, and the tiny falls. Buyback was made. DJ falling low to the hands of Gabi, and also the chaotic offering. But Tim's falls on to the hands of the Slark. Spectre used up. Raven still trying to hunt for more. Who will they go for? Break applied onto the Spectre. He's disarmed right now. No BKB at the moment, and Spec is sure to fall. He still has a buyback though, but Tiny's blink is already ready, but no initiation from now. Aegis also expired. They're waiting for Aegis. Double damage.
My path leads to riches.
Double damage.
Another double damage rune secured on the side of Fnatic. TNC doesn't have their chaotic offering. They don't have Hunt. They also don't have the Spectre available. So it's the best time for Fnatic to fight right now.
Dire are scanning.
Scanning the bottom lane. They saw the Invoker with the scan. Entered Abyssal onto the Invoker. Toss up into the air and Armel falls. But he has a buyback. So it's really time for Fnatic to push the issue. Try to climb up TNC's high ground. But they do spot the Aegis, the Roshan already available. And TNC doesn't really have any ways of contesting this. So this would be an Aegis and Cheese advantage yet again for the side of Fnatic with a 26,000 gold lead.
Roshan
And the cheese will go to to Underlord. So Lincoln, is it ready for the Void Spirit? Not yet. He can buy it if he wants to, but it's better to have a buyback available. Refresher Shard also on the hands of this Slark. So within his first life, he can use his Abyssal, his BKB, his Silver Edge. Then if he dies, he puts up the Refresher Shard, uses it again to have another round of Shadow Dance and Abyssal Blade.
Email ko, tapos bukas ko
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
They caught the Warlock, will be able to silence it. Shadow Word used. So Rubik got the Firestorm. So another skill that Rubik can use to fend off Fnatic's push here at the bottom lane. A very good skill to get for D pushing. But Fnatic here ready for round 2. Blink Duel, Cataclysm plus the Tornado will eliminate the Slark's first life. The Golem also used solo onto Moon, but the BKB was ready. He was able to back off.
Hi! Nahulog Joven ah. Kamusta? Asan si Daddy? Ano Daddy Kuya? Si Kuya EJ?
So no more Aegis, but they still have the Refresher Shard.
Radiant's current has been killed.
The Refresher Shard is on the Void Spirit right now. And the cheese is also with the Underlord. Now they do not have Chaotic Offering, but they still have a duel. And I think the Cataclysm is also ready again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They already know where the Legion Commander is hiding. So I think their first aim would be... It's still the Slark. Will he be able to escape? And the Slark falls with just the duel and the Cataclysm.
Tandaan mo yung Aida. Wala ako sa bahay eh. Nandito ako sa bahay sa Invisibility.
Сларк просто обязан покупать сатаник. Вообще не вижу других.
Ano na si Janina? Hindi na kayo nag-aaway ni Janina.
Radiant are scared.
Ganon? Kasi mami wala na si mami.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Moon is trying to bait out this bounty rune here at the top. Trying to check if there would be any pickers. Gabi here being spotted by Moon.
Asan si Kuya?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Spectre going for Nullifier.
Patingin mo nga sila. Diba sarap yung puto? Ito lang, tinik mo to.
We are already 5 minutes away from the tier 5 items appearing in the neutral side of the map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So that would be an interesting route to take if they if they get good items for their lineup. That would really help them defend or will help Fnatic do a better job of pushing. Even this Invoker has Limitless Shackle since he has a lot of mana. So also to bring his health up to 1,200. Currently it's already 4,200. So they will so Fnatic will also have a hard time of killing the Invoker since his HP pool is so high.
Dire are scanning.
Okay, TNC again trying to find an opening here. Smoke available. He was not able to duel Moon. Silenced onto 3 heroes. Abyssal Blade used together with the Chaotic Offering, the Fatal Bonds, and the Haunt. Raven trying to go in on Tim's. Aeon Disc pop, but he's still continuing to hit the Rubik so that he could pile up more. Agility, toss back for Rev. They were able to disengage using the Dark Rift. So 2-for-1 trade for the in favor of Fnatic. 2 supports down, and now TNC doesn't have any ultimates to be used. No Cataclysm, no Warlock Golem, no Haunt. So Fnatic could just walk up the tier 3s and take both racks, either side of the map. Or then again, they could just wait for the 60 minutes neutral items to spawn to give them a better chance of winning the next team fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This Slark is already 6 slotted. Lock item. BKB, MKB, Skadi, Satanic, Abyssal, and the Silver Edge. While the Spectre has Skadi, BKB, Abyssal Blade, Manta, and Nullifier. The Invoker has Shiva, Octarine, Spirit Vessel, Aghanims, BKB. And the Void Spirit has Dagger, Lincoln, so even if the Legion Commander blinks in, he won't get dueled anymore because he has the Lincolns. He has a use BKB, Travels, Octarine Core, and still has the Refresher Shard at his disposal.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So we're 45 seconds away from the tier 5 items to be spawning in the neutral camps. Even the Underlord has the Timeless Relic to have a longer debuff duration for the Halberd, the Pit of Malice, and also the Firestorm. How many dual damage does this Legion Commander have? He already has 240. Cataclysm used, and Moon falls. Just like that. And the Slark now falling low. Double Silence committed. They do not have the Golem right now. Bought back here is the Void Spirit trying to aim their supports, and the Legion Commander falling low. He will fall here at the bottom lane. Slark getting stack after stack. And there you go, 4-for-2 trade since the Underlord and the Void Spirit bought back. The Legion Commander and the Rubik doesn't have a buyback, but Invoker just bought back, and this Spectre has a buyback of his own, but really doesn't have Haunt. I'm not sure how TNC will defend their base right now since they're lacking 2 heroes and lacking all their ultimates. So this is a free lane of barracks for Fnatic to take.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
This Legion commander is still waiting in the sidelines 25 seconds before he responds. Raven still trying to take out their melee racks. Still no chaotic offering to be used. And the Tiny falls. He buys back. Trying TNC still in this game trying to prove that their racks are worth defending. But the Dark Rift gets them out. Just in the nick of time. Before Raven even dies. Roshan up and available again. I think Fnatic will go straight to Roshan this time.
Double damage.
Even getting a double damage. So things are really working in favor of Fnatic right now.
Are scattered.
Since the double damage and the Roshan spawned just at the same time. TNC are far away from contesting this Roshan, so it's just theirs for the taking. So Aegis plus Cheese plus Refresher Shard plus Aghanim's Blessing advantage yet again for Fnatic. So Aghanim's Blessing was taken by the Slark. And Slark will be taking the Pirate Hat. Plus 150 attack speed. My god. Plus the 25 permanent agility that he already has. What other neutral items did they get? The Spectre has a mirror. The Invoker has a mirror shield. And also the Spectre has a Pirate Hat. Invoker already has a Refresher Orb so that they would have double Cataclysm, double Meteor, double Deafening Blast to help them defend their high ground. And Tiny has a Force Boots plus 115 movement speed.
For this particular reservation, so how much are you supposed to charge?
Plus 115. Tornado plus
Dire are scattered.
the Forge Spirits duel onto the Slark with a double Cataclysm. Or with just one Cataclysm takes the life away from the Slark. No more Aegis though. KP falling low, Chaotic Offering used by the Warlock. Refresher Orb popped by Armel using another set of Meteor. The Cataclysm is still ready, but he's silenced up. Hit after hit by Raven and the Legion Commander falls. His stacks are so high right now at 30 stacks. Ultra kill for Raven and the Rampage.